Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I feel you.
What up, everybody, man? Thanks for making time for us today on a Monday. I know we got Pittsburgh and Houston trying to win it out right now for the next seed, man. But you know what? Today we got DJ Lico in the house, man. You
Yes,
know?
sir. Yes, sir. What's the deal, man?
Yeah. What's Lico stand for?
That's part of my name. My
Like you're
actual name.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like a nickname shortened a little bit
Yeah.
and shit.
I mean, it's really my last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
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 yeah. There you
yeah.
go.
So a lot of people think that's my first name, but nah, it's my last name.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's I thought it was like something like you know how they say like Angelico, like
Oh
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
like
Yeah,
I thought something like that and shit, dude. You
yeah,
know?
nah, yeah. I heard of like different names that they shorten them up to Lico, but nah,
Hmm.
that's my actual last name. And I've done some research and I can't find no other Licos other than my family, so
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
it's pretty
yeah, yeah.
unique.
Like
Yeah,
one of a kind and shit, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Hell
what's
yeah.
up, man. You know?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everybody tapping in on the chat, man. Let's keep it active and shit, you know? But yeah, dude, let's start a little bit. You know, I like to always focus around like music and shit, bro.
Hell
You
yeah,
know,
bro. Yeah.
like how you got started, like. So I like to take it back to like, what's like the first thing you remember growing up, like you know, like in your house, like music wise, like your mom or your dad bumping and shit. You know?
Yeah. Man, I think it was like it mainly came from my dad. Like, yeah, my mom too. Like, mom's is more like the ladies singers from, like the Mexican ladies, like
Mm-hmm.
Yuridia and like his name's like that. But like the side that I picked up the most was like from my dad, because my dad was a lot into like Pink Floyd, the Bee Gees, like the American rock bands and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's what I was really growing up on. And later on down the line, when I got a little older, like maybe 9, 10 years old, that's when I picked up hip hop like on my own. And the first artist I ever heard was Nas from New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And you picked it up from like at home and shit, like from school, like your friends and all that
From
shit,
one of my
or
neighbors.
oh, one of your
Yeah, one
neighbors.
of my
All right,
neighbors.
yeah, yeah.
He was like 18, 19, and I was like 10. And I remember just like hearing him listen to hip hop all the time. And actually his favorite artist was Nas.
Mm.
So I remember just posted in front of my house. We used to rent a little room with me and my dad. And then he used to always just be bumping. He had a Chevy Nova, and he
Mm-hmm.
was cleaning it like every day. He would clean that car, bro, every
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah,
And he had a system in there, so he used to bump it like real loud. And I remember just like hearing it, and I was like, "Yo, this is different. This is different than what I'm used to listening
yeah, yeah.
to all the time." So then I'll just post up in front of the house, and then little by little, I started trying to be cool with him. And then I was like, "Hey, man, what's that thing you always playing?" And then he just kind of put me on with hip hop, starting with Nas. And then also he used to freestyle a lot.
Oh shit.
Man, he was a beast, bro. He was a beast
He was
freestyler.
Hispanic and shit, or
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was Hispanic. And he used to just freestyle. And I remember at first I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know it was called freestyle, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. This was
so
just rapping and shit.
and I'm like, this little 9, 10 year old and just coming out to the front, and I see him washing the car, and I'll be like, "Hey, can you do that thing you do?"
Uh-huh.
He'd be like, "What, man? That thing, when you start saying things and all that."
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, I got you." He started freestyling for me, just like cars that were passing by, just naming like real freestyle stuff. Like,
Oh
yeah,
shit, yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
off the dome
Yeah,
type
like off
shit.
the
Yeah,
dome.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was dope. And then after that, I got cool with him, and I started kicking it with all his homies right there from the
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood. And so I was like the only like 10-year-old kicking it with like 18, 20-year-olds. And I think that was like the beginning of me like getting introduced to like hip hop life.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That's a trip. And like, were your parents like, oh, like, would they look down on it? Like, you know how most parents do, like with rap and shit. You know?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, my dad, like, my dad was cool with it. My mom was cool with it, but they always like they seen that side of the lifestyle, that it's just like a little more rugged, you know what I'm saying? So that was
Yeah.
like my dad was mainly like, hey man, just like always focus in school too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
make sure to stay
Yeah.
grounded and all that.
And Nas was a good artist, right? Because it was like Nas was like very lyrical, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
You get
He's
me? So
he's
he
like,
wasn't really talking about like gang banging
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, he was one
He
of
was
the
talking
top.
about like the struggle and
Yeah,
coming up and
he's
shit,
always
right?
been
You
one of
know?
the top like lyricists from New York, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
storytellers too. Yeah, but after that though, after Nas, that's when I discovered like Snoop, Eminem, Tupac, and all of the above. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
when I started listening to everything else, then I started getting into like my my little YN music. You know what I'm saying? So now
Yeah.
I'm listening to like a lot of like Eminem going crazy. Eminem around that time, he was spitting a lot of crazy stuff too in
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
songs,
Yeah.
saying a lot of crazy
Yeah,
shit
with a
too.
can
So
full of gas and a handful of
yeah,
matches
man,
and
all
shit. That
that.
shit was gangster and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
and then
Like psycho
yeah,
kind of shit.
exactly.
No?
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
of course, I'm listening to Tupac now. I discovered Tupac, hit him up and all that. So now my dad's listening to another side of hip hop, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a little more crazy. Just
Yeah.
ease it down. Maybe not play it
Yeah.
out loud in my house.
Yeah, and coming from the Bee Gees and all that is it's way different
Yeah,
than
it's a big
taste and shit,
difference.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, Snoop Dogg sampled a song from the Bee Gees too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You ever heard that Ups and Downs?
I don't know the name of it, but
Yeah,
probably,
yeah.
you
It was
know?
it was a it was a
Yeah.
song that he sampled from the
Yeah.
Bee Gees, and when Snoop Dogg dropped it, he actually dropped it as featuring the Bee Gees.
Oh, that's dope
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
I
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
Bee
yeah.
Gees tatted on me too, bro.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
You fuck with him and
yeah,
shit,
that's
huh?
that was a tough. I fuck with him too, cause
Oh,
like,
that's dope.
yeah, that's really like, my pops is no longer here no more. So like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, me
That's why
listen,
you vividly talk about the memory of the Nova and
yeah,
shit too,
yeah,
no?
bro. So
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
listen to the Bee Gees, is like having a moment with my pops. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So like, it always brings me back to that. So at one point I was like, I'm gonna go tat it up, bro. You know, remind myself
Yeah,
always
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
And what did your dad pass of and shit? You don't mind me asking?
He shit from drinking, really, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what's a trip, bro? You know, like talking about drinking, like you know when you're young, dude, like people drink their ass off, bro.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
was one of them young kids, bro. And you really don't know the damage you cause until you start getting to your 35s,
Facts.
45s and
Yeah.
shit. And you know what I even heard too, that they say that it doesn't like say if I drank from the age of 16 to 30, let's
Mm.
say,
Okay.
that I damaged my shit. Like there's no recuperating. So
Mm.
if even if I had stopped drinking from
Like
like
at
30,
28,
like
29.
yeah, like you still already damaged your shit. So with
Oh,
time,
it's
it's just gonna
irreversible.
progress and shit. You get me?
Oh, damn,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
irreversible. There you go and shit
Man,
because you're damaging your liver and shit basically.
damn,
So
that's
that's why a
wild.
lot of people get cirrhosis, like
Yeah,
going
yeah,
toward a later age and
yeah.
shit.
And
You
I'm
know?
and my pops, he drank since he was 12 years old, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Cause my dad, like he lived like a rough life, bro. Like my dad was
yeah.
like in the streets. He was really like juvenile and all that, like his whole life, bro, since 12 years old.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
mom really thought that by sending him away, he he was gonna learn, but that once he got into them centers, like he was like he got like institutionalized and all that. That's when he learned how to drink, smoke, fight, all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah, like
yeah,
it
it kind
just
of
does it.
backfired if
Yeah,
anything.
backfire,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's because that shit makes you or breaks you
yeah,
too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Right?
hell
You get
yeah,
me?
yeah,
Yeah, it's like prison in a way. No, like you either make it or you break up.
yeah, yeah,
Basically and
hell
shit.
yeah,
Do you know? It's
yeah.
like
So
yeah, that's a trip, bro. Sorry to hear too, man. You know, I got a couple
appreciate it.
homies that have passed away because of drinking and shit, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
hell
like
yeah,
yeah, mostly cirrhosis and shit,
yeah,
right? Like in the liver. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, it
No,
just sucks, dude. That and you know what sucks now is that do you drink and shit or
no,
no at all?
no.
Nothing? No? See, like I still have a habit of drinking.
Uh,
So I try not to and shit, dude, you
oh
know?
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't drink as much as I used to, but like yesterday I was watching football, I had a beer and shit.
Oh
You
shit.
get me? And it's like even though you know that it's bad, it's kind of like fuck, it's
It's a
just one
habit,
beer.
bro. It's a
It's,
habit.
yeah, it's habitual and shit,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because you start living, you connect moments to it. Like smoking weed, no? Like when
Yeah,
you like I remember when I used to smoke a gang of weed, bro, you know? And it was always like, oh, I can't watch a movie unless I blaze a J.
yeah.
You get me? Oh, I
Or you,
can't eat. Oh, I'm gonna eat pizza and shit. Oh man, I'm gonna
you
blaze
need
a
a
J
beer.
before I eat pizza and shit. Cause
Hell
it
yeah.
just and to me it just made everything a little better and shit,
It's
bro.
almost
You
like
get me?
peanut butter and jelly,
Yeah, yeah.
cereal, milk.
It's
Like you
like,
gotta
oh,
have one with the other
we're
one.
gonna go to oh, I'm gonna blaze up on the way to Six Flags. You
Yeah,
get me?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it was just becoming a habit of like before I enjoy life, I'm gonna get high and shit.
Nah, I
You
feel
get
that
me?
shit.
Yeah,
Even to
yeah.
be with a female or something, a lot of people just, kind of have to put it together. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we gotta have a few buzz balls or whatever. You
Yeah,
know what
right.
I'm saying?
It's
Yeah, yeah.
just yeah, it's like that. And we make those things though,
Nah,
right?
yeah,
You
for
know?
real. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a homie too, bro. Like, he's actually like pretty messed up. From his stomach. Like, he's having a lot of stomach issues and
Oh
stuff.
shit,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and every time he drinks, he be having like the episodes and shit. So,
Oh shit,
yeah,
like the seizures type shit,
nah,
or just
more
like my
like
belly, like
acid reflux and
oh
like all that
shit,
stuff. And like it's gone to the point where like bro's like throwing up blood sometimes and stuff like
oh
that.
shit,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So I'll
yeah,
be talking to him, bro, because I'll be like, bro, like it ain't worth it, bro. Like I get it, bro. Like sometimes you want to just chill with a shorty and
yeah,
like the mood or the vibe is gonna call for a beer or whatever, or
yeah,
like shots, and then it goes into something else, and then you party the whole night, and then the next day you're hurting. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, like that shit ain't worth it, bro.
yeah.
Like,
It's
you know
not,
what I'm
dude, for
saying?
sure. Hey, you know, it's a trip that you mentioned that like the other day when we were watching the Rams game, we had studio right here. You know, like we bring the
Yeah,
studio and we
yeah, hell yeah.
record. And we had pizza and shit, and I was drinking beer and all that, and I get heartburn, bro.
Mm,
But it wasn't like that before. You get me?
yeah.
Like now, even like as you get older, like wheat affects you and shit a certain way, dude. You get me?
Yeah.
And it was fear because I'm here with a bunch of youngsters and shit, and then I'm just like fuck, like I don't, I want to eat another slice, but it's like I know I can't, dude.
You
You
gotta
get
think
me?
about it.
Like I'm already like feeling the heartburn kicking in and shit.
I
And
feel
it's
that.
crazy because all these young kids, they're just like blazing and drinking and pizza and vaping and
Yeah.
you get me. And I just like it's good to be young, bro, for sure. You know?
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta enjoy it while you can,
yeah,
man.
definitely. Because we all get old, bro. You know? I mean, I feel like honestly, I'm gonna be 42 this year, bro. You know? And I honestly feel like it flew by.
Yeah.
Like from the age of 16 to me it was like that's when my life was happening, bro, at
Mm,
16, 17, you know.
yeah.
Like I feel like at 42 like it just like damn what happened and shit, you
I
get
just
me?
feel like the more responsibilities you have, like the more you grow older and you become more mature and all that, you start to be more conscious about like what's going on around life.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel like it speeds up the time for you. I mean, it feels like it
Yeah,
because
yeah. That's another
yeah,
thing I was gonna say.
yeah,
You're right.
because when you're a kid, bro, like like under like 12, when you're still not even a teenager, like
Yeah,
bro, I remember like when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, years felt like years.
yeah, yeah,
Like you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like it
For
was
real. Like
like,
you weren't
bro,
growing up fast enough and
yeah,
shit,
bro. I
no?
was like, damn, bro, a whole nother year, bro. Like New Year's Day was like, jeez, I can't wait for Christmas again. And I had to wait that whole year that
Yeah,
really felt like the year. But now it's like,
yeah.
bro, like we just went through Christmas and we're already halfway through the month already.
Yeah,
Damn
that's
near.
crazy,
Yeah.
right? Like it's about to hit February and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Cause now you're thinking like, oh, first is about to come. Now you got your, mortgage, rent, whatever,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
car payments, all that stuff. And it's like you just like you damn near just looking forward, not looking forward to that, but you know it's coming.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you counting the days, you counting all that, like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I feel like time is like it becomes shorter.
Yeah, that I think you're right, dude. And then I think part of it is just having the responsibility of having to make that money
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
makes it go faster because your mind is busy, no?
Right,
So
right.
by the time you know it, it's like, oh shit, it's bedtime and
Yeah,
shit, bro.
yeah.
You get me?
But you
Like,
know what's different too?
yeah,
Like I feel like there's two different type of people, bro. And I think it goes faster for us, like the hustlers, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
The ones like whether you hustle in music, like whatever your
yeah,
hustle
yeah,
is, that's who it becomes like time is way shorter, bro,
yeah,
because I feel like people that have routines in life, like a 9 to 5 or something like that,
yeah,
they actually it's long for them because they're it's a long day at work,
yeah,
and then they still got to come home and probably cook at home for dinner or whatever the case
yeah,
may
yeah,
be. So I feel like for them it might be going fast, but not as fast as us
yeah.
because we still got to figure it out. Like you know what I'm saying? Where's the next dollar coming from?
Yeah, yeah.
You feel?
And it's a trip too, cause you're right, cause I used to have a 9 to 5, bro, and I was still doing a lot of other shit.
Yeah,
And I just felt like I didn't have enough time, And
yeah,
then I was like, one day I quit my job almost a year ago now, dude. And I was like, I'm gonna focus on what I want to build.
yeah,
And I still don't have enough time, bro.
yeah,
Because you're doing more
yeah.
yourself and shit, dude.
Hell
So
yeah.
now you're right, like, man, I'm like, man, I gotta do this. It's not enough time in the
Yeah,
day and shit, bro, you
yeah.
know?
Hell yeah.
And then you're missing shit, like, oh, I forgot to make that flyer. Oh, I gotta do this shit.
Yeah, the worst part for me is like I always get to thinking at nighttime, bro. Like
Yeah.
daytime I'm busy doing stuff, and then nighttime I'm just like overthinking so many things, and I'm like, damn, I forgot to do this. Damn, tomorrow I got to call this person. I got to send that email.
Yeah.
I got to do this, that, and the third, and it's just a list of things. And next thing you know, it's like if I went to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning, it's 5, 6, and I'm still thinking about things, and I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
just
feel
tossing
you,
and
dude.
turning, and
Now you're stressed out and shit.
yeah,
And you're
yeah, yeah.
causing more
Yeah.
harm to your body and
Nah, yeah,
shit
for
too,
real,
no?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I try to like, I'm used to going to sleep like 2, 3 in the morning, like 2 or 3. That's
Yeah.
like my average, bro. Like
Oh, all right, yeah,
that's my
yeah.
normal time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But lately though, it's been so much in my head, and it's just like 6 in the morning every single day, bro.
Damn, yeah,
Every
yeah,
single
yeah.
day. Yeah, and then like sometimes I got stuff to do the next day in the morning. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's like not really getting all the sleep that I need, but shit, it is what it is. For like it comes
Yeah,
with
yeah.
becoming an adult, and in our case, we working in music, so we don't just get to not think and then wait for the next shift at work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
Like,
make it
nah,
happen
we
and
got we
shit,
got to
right?
make it happen when we
Yeah.
got plenty of things to like for the music to work out, for the releases, and music videos,
Yeah.
studio sessions,
Promoting and shit
yeah,
and all that.
promoting the music politics, the marketing. Like it's just so much, bro,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and, and we got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So
No, definitely. I feel that, dude. And yeah, and getting back to your story, so now you're heavily influenced by hip hop, right? Like
yeah.
9, 10 years old. Did your dad pass away at a young age and shoot, or like later on in
No,
life
I
and
was
shit?
22.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right,
I think I
yeah,
was
yeah.
22 or
Yeah,
23.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it was a good time, but you had some childhood time with
Yeah,
him
well,
and
I
shit,
didn't
right?
I didn't see my dad because my mom and my dad they split when I was like 5 years old.
Oh, all right.
So from 5 to like 10, I didn't see him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see him for like 5 years. And then like around like 9, when I was like 9, I was living out in South Central with my cousins,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to go visit my dad in the San Fernando Valley like on the weekends.
All right.
Yeah, I used to go visit him on the weekends, and then so it was kind of like because at 5, like you're still kind of getting used to the people around you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when I didn't see my dad for a long time, I knew he was my dad, and I missed him, and I would talk to him on the phone and all that. but it wasn't the same like as being with him and
Sure.
creating
There wasn't a
memories and all
relationship
that.
there
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
shit, no? Yeah.
And same for my dad when my dad was out in the San Fernando Valley, like, you know, he had he had a lady, like he had his girl and everything. So when I would come visit him, it was cool, you know, on the weekends, like we'll go out, eat, all that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I really moved with my dad to the valley, it was different because now I'm like, you know, I'm starting to be a teenager now, so I'm like kind of like going down that route where I'm like getting in trouble, like you
Oh
know what I'm
shit.
saying, like all that stuff. And then
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he pulled my car though. Like my dad was strict, bro. He was like his character was crazy. So, but I love him because I know that's what like taught me to be who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
All
Like
right, yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't let me go
Straight away and
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
So in reality, I had from like 12 to like 22. That's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? That I
Yeah.
really got to spend good time with my dad.
All
So
right.
it's like you may think like, you know, 10 years is a long time, but shit, not really, man. Some people
Yeah.
got their dad for like the whole lifetime.
Like
You know what I'm
50
saying?
years
50,
and
60
shit,
years.
bro,
So I
you
had him
know?
for 10. So,
Yeah.
but it's all good. I think we definitely created some dope memories. Like he taught me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He became my best friend and all that. So it was dope. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Hell
that's
yeah.
what's up, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, with me and my pops, bro, my pops was locked up most of the time and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So the times that I see him was like one of those things like I had like 4 memories with him growing up and 2 or 3 of them are like seeing him in jail and prison
Yeah.
and shit, you
Yeah.
know? But now like I communicate with him and all that shit. He's been deported in Mexico for a long ass time now,
Oh,
you know?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then it's a trip because we're like homies and shit.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
get
dope.
me?
That's
Like
dope.
kind of like that. Like
Hell
there's
yeah.
no authority or
Yeah, yeah,
anything,
yeah.
right? Like he just wishes the best and shit, and we keep in touch and shit, bro. You know, like I try and go out there and see him and all that, but it's always been like let's just chill, let's hang out and shit type
Yeah.
shit. You
Hell
get
yeah.
me?
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah,
dope,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. So
That's
it's good, you know, like that we were able to have something at least,
Yeah,
dude. You know?
that's funny, bro. Cause like you see that backdrop you have right there
Yeah,
with all
yeah,
the little homie figures.
yeah.
That shit brings me a lot of memories of my pops.
Oh, really? He
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
like to collect
bro.
the little
Hell
quarter
yeah.
ones and
Me and
shit.
him used to collect them.
Oh, dope,
Bro, I
dope.
had a collection of those, bro. Like the
Yeah,
little ice cream man, like
yeah,
everything, bro. And then they started bringing out the bigger ones. Remember
yeah,
those?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember my pops used to get me all those. So like, and
Oh
he knew
man.
what's up. Like, if he like saw one that I didn't have yet, like he'll get it too. So he'll
Oh,
be like, oh
dope,
look, we
dope.
got this one. I like, you know what
Oh
I'm saying? So it was
yeah, yeah.
dope. So that's funny because that brings me a little like,
Yeah.
you know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
lost in there because if you think about it, there's a homie for every personality right there when you think about it, right?
Right.
Like they actually created homies that fit like a homie
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get me?
Facts,
Yeah,
facts,
yeah. That's a
facts. Hell yeah.
trip, dude, you
You
know?
got the chubby ones.
Yeah.
They got the
The
wheelchair
chef and
homies.
shit. They got working homies and
Yeah.
shit, you know? It's
Uh,
a trip, dude. Like that's one thing that I always found amusing of them and shit,
Yeah.
dude, you know? I
I
never got to collect all of them and
Oh,
shit,
for
dude,
real?
you
Nah,
know? Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I got all of them,
Yeah,
but
for
I had
sure,
a
yeah.
good amount though, bro. I have a few hundreds. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened to all my
Yeah,
toys or
yeah.
none of that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That's another thing Hispanics are I don't want to say all Hispanics, but some Hispanics are like saving the memories and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I meet a lot of white folks, bro, and no offense, there's nothing bad, but like they have heirlooms, dude. Like sometimes they even have like just boxes of memories,
Yeah.
like oh, this is from like this and this, you know. I
Facts.
think Hispanics, or at least in my household, we like to clean up.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we're gonna throw this out. We
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen this for a year. We don't need it,
Yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah.
don't think because like oh, in 30 years and shit, you know, like we
Yeah.
might want to go through this box or something, dude. You know.
I was usually like that, bro. I used to hold on to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Not a hoarder, but
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
like
see what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just holding on to certain things, you know,
Yeah,
that kind
with
of like
sentimental value
that
and
I had a
shit.
detachment to.
Mm-hmm.
And lately I've been trying not to be like that as much,
Mm-hmm.
especially you know, when I do like cleanings around the house and stuff like that. Cause for example, like one of my pop shirts, like it's still in my closet to this day, you know, and it's like I was like, am I being like superstitious or something? But I was like, nah, like I got the right, you know, it's my dad. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I got his shirt right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his wallet when he went to the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
same way he had it, you know what I'm saying, with his ID, his money, everything that was in the wallet that day.
Yeah,
Like that's how it's to this day, and I have it still to this day, bro. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's in my possession, you know,
yeah.
like so, and it's like those things I can't just like be like, oh, it's been a while, I could just throw it away.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
so
because you put your own sentimental value
yeah,
to
yeah,
it, bro.
yeah,
You get
exactly.
me? Yeah.
And in reality, bro, like think about it, like it really don't mean nothing, to be honest, bro. Cause
Yeah.
like what matters is that connection, you know, I have between me and my pops.
the
You know what I'm
memories
saying? The
and shit, no?
memories
Yeah.
and all that. Fool, like, you know, I'll go and you know, when I visit his gravesite and all that, I'll go talk to him and I'll let him know, like, man, like I just dropped a new song, you know, I just did this,
Yeah,
that, and
yeah,
the
yeah.
third, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what matters the most. So
Mm-hmm.
like in reality, like the physical things, you know, like the wallet or whatever, the shirt, like it really don't got like literal meaning to it,
Sure.
but it's definitely got like that, like the sentimental meaning
Yeah,
to it. You
for
know what I'm saying?
you
So
and shit, dude, you
so
know?
I can't just get rid
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
like some connection and shit, dude, you
Right.
know?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a trip, man, you know? The way you put it and shit, you know?
Right.
But the other thing is, well, that's Silent on the chat. What up, Silent, man? Appreciate
Hey,
you
what up, my
tapping in,
boy?
bro, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah. He
Silent.
said, is he performing on the next show and shit, you know?
Oh
Because we
yeah.
have a show on March 14th
Oh,
coming
for
up.
real?
So
Man, let's
he's
run
putting
it.
you on the spot, dude,
Let's
you
run
know?
it. Let's run it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was mad I couldn't make the other one in Long Beach, bro. I was
yeah, yeah,
sick, man. I
yeah.
was so sick.
Yeah, it was going around at that time. I
Man.
actually got sick after, bro.
Oh, for real?
You know, and it's trippy because I got sick and I had like a cough
Mm.
and like congestion
Yeah, yeah.
and it went away, you know? And I had a cough lingering and shit, bro. And then it went away, and then like 3-4 days later, I got sick
It was
like
bad.
heavy again and
Bro,
shit, dude.
that
You know?
happened to me for like
Yeah.
a month straight.
Oh yeah,
We're like I
Right now
was
I'm
like,
still shaking the cough. I'm not
me
sick,
too.
but
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
have a little cough and
Yeah,
shit,
me
bro. You
too,
know?
bro. It was bad,
Yeah,
bro. Like I'll be sick for like 3-4 days, right? And then
yeah,
I'm like, okay, I feel good. I feel like I'm back in motion.
yeah, yeah.
And then the weekend will come and I'll step out. You know, I'll
Oh
go and I
shit.
do shows, whatever, and all that. And then by like Sunday, I was like, damn, I feel sick again.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
I'm sick again for like another 4 or 5 days. And then
yeah,
like, you know, it was kind of like a cycle and it's been like that for a whole month.
yeah. It's
And
crazy.
then even like New Year's Eve, bro, it was cold, it was raining.
Yeah.
And I thought I felt good already. I was like, nah, I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out. Well, I went with my family. I went with my mom. I went to go have some dinner and it was cold by her
Mm-hmm.
place. So then after that, we went to my sister's in-laws. Again, you know, it's like cold, raining. We got wet and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like at 2 in the morning, I went to one of my homies' parties. At his crib, he had like the banda, he had the
Yeah, yeah.
grupos and all that. It was lit, bro. And I'm thinking like I'm all good, bro. Hell no. The next day, I woke up
You paid
sick
for
as
that
hell,
shit,
bro.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that's what like what's today's date?
Today's the
The
12th.
12th.
Yeah.
So I was like a little shy of 2 weeks, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah. That's crazy, man.
yeah, and
I
the
feel
last
like
2
there's
weeks
some
is bad.
virus going on, like some new shit, you know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
some new shit. It's hard to get rid of, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy because when you start talking to other people and they go through the same shit, you're like, oh yeah, it is like a fucking virus and
Yeah,
shit, you know?
'cause
Because
no-
the flu, you know, you get it, you get your fever and all that, and you shake it off
Yeah.
and shit, no?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right?
Like I don't even like when I feel sick, it's not even like I'm in bed like shaking, none of that, bro.
Yeah.
It's more like I just know I'm sick because I'm congested.
Yeah.
I got a
You
cough
got a
or
cough
whatever.
and shit, yeah.
It's nothing crazy, but it
Yeah.
won't go away, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just
And I
like
didn't get a fever at all,
Me
dude.
neither,
So that's how
yeah.
you know it's something weird and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You know? Yeah. Man, I don't know what they put in the air and shit, but they
Mm.
giving it to everybody.
It's
and
that
shit,
fog
bro.
that we're talking
Yeah,
about,
you
bro.
seen that shit too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the airplanes, dude. They
Ye-
got supposedly when the government was shut down.
Oh
This is
yeah, yeah,
conspiracy.
yeah, yeah.
They're saying, hey, look, there's no planes dropping this mist or whatever. And then as soon as the government's back on, the planes are all over dropping mist in the daytime, bro. You know, I don't know what they dropping and
Yeah,
shit, but
that's wild. I
yeah,
remember driving through LA though, like at 2 in the morning. It was pitch white, like you couldn't see anything. It was foggy as hell.
yeah, that's crazy as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then the moisture carries the viruses there too. You know, I mean,
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, then getting back to your story and shit, bro. So originally you're a DJ and shit, right?
Right.
So from all your music and all that, you know, hip hop and all that, right?
Mhm.
At what age did you feel like you started DJing? Was like a high school thing and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, it was definitely a high school thing.
Mm-hmm. You
when
were popular in high school then if you were the DJ.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
huh?
bro. High school was the days, bro.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Hell yeah, I was DJing all the high school parties.
There's a few things that make you popular in high school, dude. That's if you got DJ, access to liquor, or
Yeah.
a car and shit,
Right,
bro.
right, right,
you
right.
know?
Yeah. I didn't have
yeah.
a car. I had
Yeah.
my first car when I was a senior, so I wasn't popular through that. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but nah, me and my boy Duke, we used to throw the best parties, bro. Like big ass
that's when flyer
parties.
parties were popping
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah,
no?
the flyer
Yeah.
parties, bro. We used to throw some big ass parties,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and then on top of that, bro, I was already DJing, so I was doing like all the homecoming dances.
Oh,
and
really? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
like they
yeah, yeah.
always like choose me to do that. And at first they didn't want me to because it was like, nah, you're still a student, so you gotta,
Yeah.
focus and all that. But then at prom, I wanted to DJ prom. They didn't let me DJ prom. It was like, nah, you gotta go, like you gotta be in your prom,
Like participate and shit,
participate and
yeah,
all. So they
yeah.
didn't let me do that one. But all the rest, like homecoming and all that, I was able to do. And then it was crazy because like all the schools started like hearing about me. So now I'm DJing for other schools too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so now I'm making friends with a bunch of people from other schools
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like from the Valley all the way to LA, Crenshaw High School and all
Yeah.
that.
Are these like still MySpace days and shit, or like
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
social media were you using at that time?
Well, it was like, yeah, MySpace, Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter was out
All right. Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the first ones to have Twitter too,
Oh,
bro.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, like I hopped on that and then
I never got on that shit, dude.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, Twitter was dope back then, bro. Like
Yeah.
now it's X. I don't
X,
really
right?
use it
Yeah.
yet. But nah, yeah. So I started, you know, it was like a high school thing. I was doing a lot of flyer parties. And when I turned 18, we threw this huge flyer party, bro. I'm talking about like we packed out like maybe 300 people in a little house.
Oh shit. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
big, bro. And we started charging like $20 to get in.
yeah.
At a house party, bro, that's a
Mhm.
lot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
20. And then
That's
once
like artists are performing and shit,
yeah,
you
nah.
know?
Once we hit capacity, bro, it was wild. Like not a single soul fit in there, bro.
Yeah.
It was too many people, bro. So, then we started charging like I think like $40 to get in. People were still trying to pay it, and then
Yeah.
some people started hopping the fence from the back where like the DJ was at, where
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
DJing at, and then like they'll just jump, and I was like, yo, what the? And he was like, yo, come on, bro, I got 100 for me and my homie. And like, all right, cool, run
Yeah,
it then.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it was like it got really crazy, but unfortunately, one of our homies got killed that night.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
and then like when he got shot, like the bullets were like flying towards where I was at, and I
Oh
remember
shit.
my homie like he was big and he like tackled me and jumped on top of me, and like after like all like the scuffle and everything happened, like I just see the homie on the floor. I was like, damn, bro. So
He died and
yeah,
shit, or
yeah,
oh that
yeah,
sucks, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Same night. So then,
Yeah.
I actually got a song I made about him. It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
305 because when it hit us up that he passed away, it was already 3:05 in the morning.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
song's called 3:05 a.m. But um, but yeah, that was my last flyer party I ever did at 18.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and that was like my
Yeah.
transition for me to be like, um, if you know God gave me this talent to be able to DJ and all that, I might as well use it for my benefit too. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? And
for sure.
yeah, and that's when I started trying to get into the club scene.
Oh,
And
all right.
yeah,
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 yeah.
and that was kind of like my little graduation to the club scene. And
But taking it a little bit back, like what got you into DJing and shit, dude?
um,
Like, how did you see that as an opportunity, or what? Like, what was like building up for you to be like, man, I'm a
so
DJ and shit, you know?
I feel like it's a little bit of a lot of things. Like for example, my grandpa, he was a full on musician. Like he used to teach music. He was a orchestra director.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he used to DJ too at parties.
Mm-hmm.
Like my grandpa used to do that. And I never met him because he passed away before I was born.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but all the stories everybody tells me, they show me pictures of him, you know, DJing and all that. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So I know that was in the back of my head, even though I didn't like say, oh, I want to be a DJ like my grandpa. Like I
Sure.
didn't like directly say it, but it was in the back of my head. So then when I was like 15, one of my homies' dad was a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
and he was DJing like weddings and quinces and all that stuff,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So my homie used to be like, hey, let's go with my dad. Let's go help him out. So we used to go help him carry the speakers and, you know, set up and all that. And then little by little, he started trusting us to like DJ for him while
Oh,
he'll go
all
have
right.
a few beers and all that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So me and my homie, we were both like 14, 15. We started helping him out. So I think that's when I really started getting more like
Like liking it
the
and
yeah,
shit.
because now
Yeah,
I'm seeing like now I'm actually DJing.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with his system. I'm DJing at these parties and I see people are having fun, and I'm in control of the night.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I'm in control. I'm in charge of making sure that you guys have fun. So I think that's what I liked. And then maybe like a few months went by, and then I asked him like, yo, you got some extra equipment you can sell me? And he did. He had like some extra speakers and all that. And I remember my brother, I talked to my older brother and he was like, oh yeah, I got you. Like he let me borrow some money. I bought it for like $400, I think. And then that's when I
Those
started
big ones, right?
big ass
Yeah, yeah,
speakers, bro,
yeah.
heavy and all that.
Yeah.
So that's when I started DJing, and I really got into it, like for real, bro. Like I liked it, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when I started doing the flyer parties
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and then I did weddings too. I did quinces, I did all that, bro. Everything,
And
bro.
these were DJing like with the turntables, like vinyls and shit, or
Nah,
you already
I
had
didn't.
digital and
Yeah,
shit?
I didn't catch that wave.
Yeah,
All my like older homies did that. Like
yeah.
yeah, DJ Makey War, DJ Danger Zone. Salute to
Mm-hmm.
them, man. I look up to them too. They still got to DJ with crates and
All right,
records.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I came in and like into like the CD era. But
Mm-hmm.
later on, I kind of like went backwards into trying to use the records,
Mm-hmm.
but by that time we had Serato.
Mm-hmm.
So Serato for the DJs, like they know what's up. If you don't know what Serato is, it's kind of like a time coded program that that you get to use the actual turntable and then it reads it on the laptop. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what you avoid is carrying all the crates with the actual vinyls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have all your music on the laptop, and then that's how like it's getting that connection between the turntable and the laptop.
Oh,
So
okay.
I started doing that, and then that's how I would do like all the clubs and
So you
uh
can do the scratch
you
and
could do the
shit, right? Yeah,
scratch. You
yeah,
you
yeah.
actually have to put the needle. You know what I'm saying? The same thing as like actual vinyl. Like
Yeah.
that's how we would DJ, and I started doing that, and um that was all throughout like the club years that I did that. And then CDJs became really popular too.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I don't really like CDJs like that. It's everybody got their preference. Like for
Yeah,
me, it's
yeah.
like once I got to feel the turntable, the actual turntable with the vinyl, I fell in love with that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that's all I wanted to DJ. Even like big events, like for example, I mean, we'll get to that, but like
Yeah.
in one of the events that we did, one of the concerts in Ciudad de Mexico with one of the homies, Gera X. Um, it's this was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But when they asked me for my request and was like, what type of system do I want? I asked for actual turntables.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So whenever there's an opportunity to put in my request, I request like actual turntables
Oh, that's what's
instead
up.
of
Yeah,
CDJs or anything
yeah, yeah.
digital. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So that's how you got into it and all that, dude. That
Yeah.
is dope to have that little backstory, man.
Hell yeah.
Um, and then as you're like, you did the last flyer party and shit. So did you take a break from DJing and shit, or was
Uh
it like, oh, I'm gonna just do some weddings and some? Oh, you say going into clubs
Yeah, I
and
went
shit,
more
right?
into clubs, into
Yeah.
into like the nightlife and Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the homies that went to high school with me, like they were a little older than me. So when I was like a freshman, they were probably seniors. So by the time I graduated, these guys were already promoters in Hollywood.
Oh, dope,
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
had like small clubs, and I just started DJing for them at the small clubs like Joseph's, Empire back in the days, and they became like one of the top dogs in Hollywood when it comes
yeah.
to promoters. You know what I'm saying? So they did all the Playhouse, all the supper clubs, all the Penthouse, all that stuff, and then nowadays they're just at the top of the chain,
Yeah,
the food
yeah.
chain. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope.
When it comes
And
to
promoting and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't do club anymore because I got focused into different things like touring
yeah.
and focusing on DJing for certain artists. And so I kind of like faded away from the club scene and then went
Mm-hmm.
more into touring, like
Oh,
just
all
being
right.
like
Yeah,
more like a
yeah.
tour DJ and all the way into like where we're at now, which is not even DJing no more, just
Yeah.
focus on my music.
Oh, that's what's up, man. And then, like, at what age did you start realizing, like, I want to make my own music, dude? Like,
Well, it was crazy.
because one question before that, my
Yeah,
bad. So when you were DJing, like, you're playing your club. Usually, when you play at clubs, you're just doing your own thing, no?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you're the entertainer yourself,
right.
no? Um, was there a transition where you were like doing concerts too, and then doing it for artists and shit, or like did you start doing your own music first? Was like which one came first and shit?
Nah, so
You know what I mean, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So originally, so I started DJing at 15, right? Like just
Mm-hmm.
doing all the flyer parties and all that. But I want to say when I was like 18, 19, that's when the first spark came in my head that I wanted to write music and become an
All right.
artist.
Yeah, yeah.
But I actually went to the studio and recorded some songs and all that. I don't know where they at, but I gotta find those. And
Like your
then
first ones and
yeah, yeah,
shit, no?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but when I was kind of like trying to make my own music, I realized that we, well, the artists, we need the DJs. Like the DJs is an asset to the artist,
Yeah.
whether you're a club DJ, a radio DJ, just a street DJ, and throwing parties or whatever. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what type of DJ you are. You're one of the most important parts for the success of an artist. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that are gonna break records and play into the people. And if you're a dope DJ, people listen to what you play. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So when I was already trying to make my music like at 18, 19, I kind of took a step back and then from music, from making my own music. And I said, nah, let me just continue to be a DJ continue to create these relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And now I started seeing it. So now more artists are talking to me from the point of view of like, you're important. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? So now,
Yeah, play my song at
yeah,
the
play
club
my
and
song
shit,
at the
right? How much you
club, this and
charge, you
that.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm getting
Do you
into
charge to play at the club?
nah,
No?
nah.
No?
Yeah.
You just have to like it and shit?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
had to like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Cause then you'll be known for like, hey man, that fool plays all that bunk ass music, but
yeah,
he
yeah,
rich and
yeah,
shit, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, no, so I feel like for me it was more important to establish a lot of relationships throughout my career
Mm-hmm.
than any dollar. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
And
sure.
um so once I felt like I established these relationships with a lot of people, bro, like I was out there doing stuff for YG, for opening up for Tyga. I think I opened up for Chris Brown too once, and
Oh shit, yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot of stuff started falling into place. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I met Nipsey Hussle, I met Wale, I met so many different artists. Mac Miller, I was DJing all of Mac Miller's house parties.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was traveling with him now, and it's just I started seeing the beauty of like the respect that you would earn as a DJ. And I started like really kind of getting high off of it where I was like, man, I love this.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
now I kind of like left
Especially
that.
big crowds,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah. So
right? I
now
mean,
I
you
kind
know?
of left
Yeah.
that thought behind of me becoming an artist
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, hold up, I'm enjoying this right now. Like,
Yeah.
if it ain't broken, I don't want to fix
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm
And are
saying?
you traveling too and shit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. So now I'm traveling, I'm doing all that like different shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it. So I kind of stuck to being a DJ for a while, and then I started working with this artist named Jay Stone, who was Nipsey's homie,
Mm-hmm.
and he was really like just starting up, like from the ground up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was like he already had a song with Nipsey that was pretty popular
Mm-hmm.
on that Crenshaw mixtape. But when I stepped into the picture, like it was really the beginning of everything.
Mm.
So I became like his official DJ, but I wasn't just DJing for him. I was working on everything that had to do like from even like YouTube, handling his YouTube channel, like his social media, his captions, touring with him, being in
Yeah.
the studio, recording engineer. So I was doing all that for him while at the same time doing parties for Mac Miller. um when DJ Money wasn't able to make it to a Wale concert, then I go DJ for Wale.
Mm-hmm.
And as this is happening, I link up with King Lil G. Now I become King Lil G's DJ as well.
How'd you link up with King Little G and shit, dude?
Oh, through the homie Dre Sinatra.
Mm.
Yeah, Dre Sinatra. He told me about a party that he couldn't make it if I could DJ it, like a house party.
No, all right.
And I showed up and I DJ for that house party, and G liked the way I was DJing, and he's like, "Hey, we might have some more house parties if you want to pull up and DJ. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, and we can come to an agreement." I was like, "All right, cool." So boom, we did it. I did a few parties, and then he's like, "Well, I'm about to go on tour, bro. What's up? You free?" I'm like, "Man, let's run it."
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
so I went on my first tour with G, and it was all love after that. Like, he became my family. That like King Lil G's my family. That's my
yeah. Oh, that's
brother.
fire, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah.
brother
Yeah.
right there, bro. So that's how I linked up with him.
Yeah.
But
I used
so
to know King Little G back before he was famous and
oh,
shit,
that's
dude.
dope. Hell
When he
yeah.
was like, he had already been doing music at a young age, but like when he was fucking with the homie Young Dopey at that time,
Oh, dope.
they had Double Nine Records, I think, at that time.
Okay.
I remember passing out flyers for them and shit,
Oh,
bro.
that's
You know,
dope.
like
Hell
in
yeah.
Inglewood and
So
shit,
the
dude. You know,
beginnings of it, the
in the
real
very
grind.
beginning,
Hell
he had
yeah.
already been doing music. Um, but it was like the beginning, like, yeah, like, he was young. I mean, we were all young at that time, bro. I mean,
I feel that.
17, 16 and shit,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit
So
was pretty
so that's
dope.
pretty
Cool
much
homie.
how like
Yeah.
like the whole like journey of like the DJing part, right?
Yeah.
So then when I'm DJing for King Lil G, we link up with one of the homies in Mexico. His name is Gera MX.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, he was already like buzzing in Mexico, but he wasn't that big yet.
Oh, all right.
So G brought him out here to the US for
Mm-hmm.
the first time. And he was like, let's work, bro. It's like I see you doing your thing in Mexico and we doing our thing here in the US. So it's like we can really like lock something in and benefit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for the best of both
Yeah,
worlds. Yeah,
from each
yeah,
other.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
So
It's a good move, dude, you know?
yeah, and those
Mm.
were like the beginnings of Hedda out here. So I met Hedda on one of the tours we did in 2018 with King Lil G. And I started working with him too, because at the time, like he really didn't like he has a record label now. It's called Rich Vagos.
Uh-huh.
At the time, that didn't even exist.
Oh,
Like
all
there was
right.
no Rich Vagos. It was just him, Hera,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually had just came out of a messed up deal that he had from some label in Mexico, and so he was like literally like kind of like starting all over.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
then,
crazy because like a lot of people when they have talent, they do get in some messed up deals in the beginning. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
happened to Nipsey too.
Oh really?
He
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
he
Damn.
actually got signed at the very beginning of his career,
Mm-hmm.
and then he took it independently, for a long
And they
time.
have to go and buy their masters back and shit,
Yeah.
right? You know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, Hera started. I started working with Hera, but it was more like a friendship with Hera too. Same
Mm-hmm.
just like King Lil G. Like Hera came in as family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
talking about go to my mom's house. My mom's cooking for us at the time. Like he's staying at the crib, like
Yeah.
all that good stuff. Just like some homie shit.
Yeah. 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 Dope.
And then I didn't even know, to be honest, because the whole time, I'm working with like Nipsey and Wale, and it's all like the American rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't even have an idea that there was really a Spanish rap movement. Like I didn't see like I didn't know nothing. So the first thing I ever knew was Gera X, and he's the only rapper that I knew that did Spanish rap.
Mm-hmm.
I was never really tapped in with like the greats, you know what I'm saying? Like even like Cancerbero, and all these other people that we know about now,
Yeah.
or that I know about now. I didn't know about them before. It was just Hera, and that's it. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
knew. And so once I became cool with him, he introduced me to a whole new world of music. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? All
From
the
Mexican artists and shit.
everything, bro. Like
Oh wow.
Mexican rappers, Spain,
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela. Venezuela got a lot of dope rappers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Argentina got rappers. Colombia, uh, Puerto Ricans. Everybody got some dope rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know about none of this till Hera put me on.
Yeah.
So when he put me on, I was already a fan of his music now. Since
Yeah.
since I started messing with him, like being his DJ and all that. And then I started like kind of like rethinking things. Like, hold up, man, kind of want to do this rap thing again. You know what
No,
I'm
oh,
saying? That I
okay.
left behind.
That's how
Yeah,
your
so
thought came back in and
so
shit.
now the
Yeah. Yeah.
thoughts are coming back, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hold up, bro, what if I could rap again? Like, I really want to do this. Like, I like this life. You know what I'm saying? This is all I know.
Yeah.
This is all
Yeah.
I know because
Yeah.
since high school I've been doing this. So
Music in
yeah,
general and
so I've
shit.
never like I've never had a job. I never had to go to a job interview to fill out an application. None of that, bro. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
this is all I know, and I want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So now I'm really like thinking like, what if I start making music again? So when I was 19 and I recorded those songs, I did them in English.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was fresh out of high school and all that. But now I'm thinking like, hold up, Spanish is my first language. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Hispanic. Like, what's the big deal? I got to do some Spanish music too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, boom, I started writing in Spanish. Oh, and COVID hit. So once COVID hit, it was nothing to do. Actually, I was on tour when the COVID like shutdown happened,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was stuck in Atlanta for like a week in a hotel.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
couldn't fly back
I
and
couldn't
shit,
fly back
huh?
to LA,
Yeah.
man. My
Yeah.
mom's was calling me like, "Hey, you good?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys good?" And I would see the news how like the shelves were empty at the supermarkets and
Yeah.
all that, and I was like, "I don't believe that." And then once my mom was out there, I was like, "FaceTime me, let me see it."
Yeah.
And she showed me, and I was like, "Damn, look like
Yeah.
ghost town over there."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Never seen
finally,
nothing like that shit,
never,
huh?
bro. So
Yeah.
finally, I got me a flight back to LA, and there was nothing to do in LA, like no tours, no shows, no concerts, no clubs. So I had no choice but to lock myself in my studio. I already had my studio, so I started working on all that Spanish music, and it's just
Mm.
like, let me get,
That
let me
gave
get,
you an
it
opportunity
gave
and
me an
shit, huh?
opportunity to
Yeah.
really like touch into that idea that I had, back in the day. So now I'm thinking like, hold up, this is kind of cool right here. So I'm doing it in Spanish, and I'm sending music to Hera all the time to show him like, look what I'm doing now, bro. Look
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
doing. And he's like, oh, that's what's up. Like, keep going. Keep
Mm-hmm.
going. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I really appreciate about Hera X. He never sugarcoated nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He never said like, just cause you my bro, oh yeah, that's hard, bro. Nah. He let it be known. He was like, yeah, keep working at it.
Yeah.
Keep practicing. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that kind of like created an opportunity for me to get better. So then that was like what, 2020, 2021. So by 2022, I'm already putting more songs together and I'm starting to release songs, but they still not like up to part. You know what I'm saying? In
Mhm.
my head, I'm thinking like, oh, like I got this. But then last year comes around, and I'm showing my music to Hera again, and then he's like, at one point, I was like, damn, bro, Hera doesn't even tell me nothing. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't get a reaction out of Hera. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you like it or not? You know what I'm saying? By the way, Hera at this moment, like, Hera's already a monster in the music.
Oh,
You know,
like he's
he
already
already,
a star and
yeah,
shit.
he's a
Yeah.
superstar already. He already
Mhm.
dropped Botella tras Botella with Christian Nodal. He's already touring the world. He's already in his private jet. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
he's Hera and X already,
Mhm.
bro. So I'm thinking, like, come on, bro, like you Hera and X, you gotta tell me, like, what do I need to do better? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
what do I need to, and I'm glad he didn't, bro, because all he would tell me was like, yo, that's what's up. Keep working.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
working. And I was like, damn, what is it? But I'm glad he didn't tell me because I had to figure it out on my own.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So then last year at the like maybe the beginning of last year, I was like, hey, Hera, let me show you my music again. And I showed it to him and he hears it and he's like, that's it.
Oh,
That's
really?
it. Finally.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, you in the last year, you've evolved 10 years
Mhm.
in your music craft. So I was like,
Yeah. And you know
finally,
what's a
dog.
trick? Like is when you get feedback, dude, too, like it's not you no more, no?
Yeah.
Now you're trying to do what they're telling you.
Yeah, yeah,
And now it's
exactly.
gonna not be your style and shit. So
Exactly, bro.
that's a good way to just be like, fuck it, it's gotta be you and shit. No,
Yeah,
at the end of
bro.
the day,
That's
dude,
why I
you know?
appreciated the way
Yeah, yeah.
he you know he handled it because
Because imagine if he would have said, well, you gotta make your voice a little bit more like you would have
yeah,
focused on that and shit,
yeah,
right?
like he
You
didn't
know?
babysit me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He let me figure it out on my own.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then I want to say like, you know what I'm saying, since last year till today, I've really been taking this like real serious to the point that even drummer boy, he texted me the other day and he's like, hey bro, he's like, I'm proud of what you're doing, bro. He's like, I'm proud of what you're doing and no more DJing for you. He's
Oh,
like,
that shit,
yeah, he's
yeah,
like, leave that behind.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like, no
yeah.
more DJing for you. Focus on your music, bro. He's like, you're
Mm-hmm.
doing a great job at it and focus on it. And then King Lil G too, bro. He's like, hey, my boy. He's like, you have gotten so much better. I love what you're doing. Keep going, bro. Anything you need from me, you already know you got me. Had I'm egg you, same thing. Like, hey, I'm proud of you. And what do you know?
That's
Last
dope,
year,
dude. Look, you got all these grades looking out
yeah,
for
bro.
you and shit, you
Yeah,
know,
and then
and it's dope because all this came from you DJing and
yeah,
you built the
the
relationships
relationships, yeah.
first and shit, you
So at
know.
the end of the day, it
Yeah,
worked out. You know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying? I
sure.
feel like the game
You're
and
back where you wanted to be, but now
exactly
like in a better position and shit, right? You
wiser,
know.
more
Yeah.
knowledgeable of the game.
And
Cause
you've been in the studio with these guys too, right? So
oh,
you've
all
seen
the
how
time,
they
yeah,
do their crap
yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah,
right? You know.
yeah. And that's another thing.
Yeah.
I really learned from them, from being in the studio with them, from being at shows with them. Cause I'm DJing for them
Hmm.
all the time. You know, I'm in the back watching them move, see how they interact with the crowd and all that. So I'm soaking game, bro. You know, the
Yeah.
whole time I'm like, okay, all right, bet. So I'm learning this, I'm learning that. And now that I'm doing shows, because the last year to today, I've done hella shows, bro. I've done festivals, I've done
Hmm.
all type of concerts on my own, like not with King Lil G, not with Head on My X, but on my own.
Yeah, like your own name behind
Yeah,
it
my
and
own
shit.
name
Yeah.
behind me, my own name on the flyer.
Yeah.
And now I'm the one that's interacting with this crowds. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's got the microphone in the front
It's
of
like
the
you're set,
stage.
no? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like I could really be myself, and apply what I've learned from this great that I've worked with in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was pretty dope, bro. I think everything's happening at the right time. It's God timing. You know, you can't really go against that.
Yeah, for
So I'm
sure,
happy.
man.
You know the way things are playing out. And last month, uh, actually, no, November 28th, 27th, we dropped a song together, me, King Lil G, and Head Eye Maekis, and you know, it's doing some numbers right now. So I'm
Oh,
pretty,
that's fire, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
happy for that too.
No, that's dope, man, for sure.
Hell yeah.
What's the song name? I haven't heard it yet. And
It's
shit,
called
dude.
Sucios Party.
Sucios party? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's why some people on the chat were saying and shit,
Oh,
you
for
know?
real? Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope. Hell yeah.
They're like, oh, it's a Sucios party and shit,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sucios Party.
And how's that movement for you, dude? You're part of that movement then, the Sucios, right?
Yeah.
How's that going for you, dude? You know?
It's good, bro. Like, we're a family. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We're a family, so we support each other. You know, we have a lot of people within the team that, you know, some of us rap, you know, some of us do photography, whatever the case may be, but we all support each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's something that you know, King Lil G established, you know what I'm saying? And he really taught us the game, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that support system, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I feel like that's very important because it don't matter who you are, you can't do it on your own. You need a real solid
Yeah,
team around
for
you. You
sure,
know what I'm
man. Yeah.
saying? And I'm
And,
really
and yeah, like when you say solid team, like definitely a solid team, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's some fools that gatekeep. They don't
Oh
want the
yeah.
best for you,
Nah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
and they're just trying to get whatever they can
Yeah.
to benefit them and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
dude. You know?
nah, bro. King Lil G would literally like call me and be like, "What you doing?" Like chilling. He's like, "Pull up to the house, fool. Like let's work on some shit." All right, cool.
Hmm.
You know, he have his studio at the crib, so I'll
Yeah,
pull
yeah,
up and just like, we'll mess around with beats. And next thing you know, he like, we ain't even working on music no more. We just talking life, and he's like teaching me game. You know what I'm saying? Teaching me about the business, cause bro, G's smart, bro. Like King Lil G's been independent for so long, and bro, King Lil G's like.
yeah. He's learned the ins and outs
Yeah,
and
the
shit,
ins and
right? You
outs,
know?
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like his independence has given him enough leverage to be way more successful than a lot of these popular people on the internet
yeah,
that have labels. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Because it's like you just got to learn how to move. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
move
yeah.
differently when you're independent.
And the best thing of being independent in my eyes is that's your dollar, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You get me?
But
It's not the label's
it it
dollar and then them giving it to you and shit, dude. You
it
know?
it, it can work against you too. So
Hmm.
like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh, everybody go be independent.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because nah, it comes with a lot of side effects. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's like you try to be independent all you want, but if you don't make the right moves, then you're just gonna be an independent, struggling artist the whole
Yeah, yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the label is necessary. So
Hmm.
I'm not knocking it all the way out.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like nobody should sign. Like nah, it's
Well, sometimes like you get that back, dude.
yeah, it's
You
very
get me?
situational. You know what I'm saying? It depends what type of situation you got going on for yourself. Like
Yeah,
if you built something like real solid, like King Lil G, like Nipsey Hussle, then yeah, by any means, like stay independent, build that leverage. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey dropped 10 mixtapes before he even did a venture with a label, which was Atlantic Records, and he was able to do a partnership because he built it so big from the ground up by himself that by the time the labels came in, matter of fact, Nipsey I think tried to go to the same labels or like whatever like before, and then some of his labels weren't having it. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like he was getting a messed up situation, and he was like, "Nah, it's cool. Then let me just keep going. Let me keep building this shit on my own." And then once he like had it nice and built and everything, now the labels are like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
you know."
yeah.
And that's the same thing happened to Gera X actually.
Hmm.
I went to some meetings with him, with certain labels where like they offered him big money, bro.
Yeah,
Big money to where like me with a smaller mind at the moment, I'm thinking like, bro,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
take that, bro. Like what?
yeah,
I don't know if I'm ever gonna see that amount of money in my life.
yeah, yeah.
And they're offering it to you right now. Like we went to one of the executives from that label to his mansion. He invited us. We watched the soccer game. He ordered food. He treated us like kings, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then and put the money right here on the table for
Yeah,
Hera X. And Hera was like, nah, I'm cool.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like, what? But he knew what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Because time went by, and then he drops Botella Tras Botella with Christian Nodal, and his career went from like here, which already high,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to like superstar. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? So now he goes back and retouches the conversation, and now he gets to call his number,
Yeah, yeah,
and he gets to say what he wants, and he gets to say how the game's gonna be played. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And the labels are like, well, you're right.
Yeah, he got the numbers and
yeah,
shit,
you
dude. You
built
know?
your own leverage. So yeah, now we
Hmm.
can have the conversation on your court, on
Yeah,
your side
yeah.
of the court. So that's when I'm telling you, like, yeah, being independent is good, but it ain't easy. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
really work and try to build that leverage.
Hmm.
Being independent doesn't mean just like drop music on your own, because you could drop it whenever you feel like it. You can make any type of music you want. You could say whatever you want on your music. You could like that's cool. That freedom is cool, but you still gotta know what you're doing and be able to turn that into actual money. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
at the end
for
of the day,
sure.
what do we do all this for? Because we
Yeah,
want to eat.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So just dropping music independently sounds cool, but
yeah,
you got to have a whole game plan behind it, bro. You
yeah,
can't just like say like, "Oh yeah, I'm independent and I do whatever I want
yeah.
and I'm still broke."
But no bag and
You
shit.
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and
So
that's one thing that I noticed. Like as I met artists, dude, you know, like doing what I do and shit, dude, I started seeing that people are talented, bro, but they're
Yeah.
not businessmen,
Yeah.
right? Like you can have a
Man.
big following because people love you and all that,
Yeah.
but you just don't know how to monetize that, dude,
Yeah.
or what to do to start even building a business
Yeah.
around your brand.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, and not only homies, también blacks and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Out there with like dope talent, a good following, and just releasing music, not making no money off of it and
Right.
shit,
Right.
dude,
Right.
And that's one thing that I see, and I was just like, oh shit, man, like it's crazy because they'll continue life like that, dude, until they fall off and shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. After that, like it
Or
becomes a
somebody picks them up, right?
yeah. Yeah. Because if you do something for too long and it don't work out, it just starts to become a burden instead of a
Yeah,
passion. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It's a hobby and shit,
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Not
Yeah,
even a hobby because now you're tired of doing the same thing and nothing doesn't
yeah,
move forward. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But yeah, no, there's definitely so many talented people, bro. I've ran across like some of
yeah,
the best singers, the best songwriters, and a lot of these dudes throw it all away over like random shit, bro.
yeah,
Drugs, relationships,
yeah,
all
yeah,
kinds
yeah,
of stuff, bro. And I'm like, dog, like you one
yeah,
of the most talented people I met, dog,
yeah,
and you really leaving everything behind over like
yeah.
some temporary stuff, bro. But
No,
it is what it
definitely.
is, bro.
And
Like,
then the other thing is once you make the money, is like you spend it, right? Like a lot of folks don't know about reinvesting it
yeah, you got to learn how to
or
maintain
save
it.
this, spend this. It's like somebody gets 5 racks sometimes and they spend 5 racks.
It's gone.
You get me? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, everybody's young. I used to be like that, dude. I used to
yeah,
get $100 and buy weed and 40s for everybody and shit, bro. You get
yeah,
me? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Nah, I think a lot of people think the hardest part is to get to the bag,
yeah,
but I actually think the hardest part is being able to maintain the bag.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? And multiply it.
Yeah, I mean, look at how many millionaires win the lottery, bro, and then they lose it. They end up in debt, bro, in
Yeah.
collections and shit,
Or
dude. You know,
a
yeah.
lot of athletes, you know what I'm
Athletes
saying?
too, and our
Rappers.
old rappers. Remember the old rappers we used to listen to? A majority of them, they weren't making the big money because the
Yeah.
labels were and
Yeah,
shit,
they
dude.
didn't know the business.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
know the business part of it. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
hell yeah.
What up, King Moses OG, Demon, Nuevero, Lintonero, esa was best. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in and shit, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out
Um,
to everybody on the chat.
yeah, yeah. And what about like now that you've seen the music industry from different angles and shit, bro, and you're growing in your own as an artist and shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you have your brand, now you're growing, like expanding it
Right,
basically and shit,
right.
right? What is it one thing you hate about the music industry that you see, bro,
A lot of things I hate about the
Yeah.
music industry.
The things that stand out to you the most and shit, man,
I think it's mainly I think it's just seeing how fake people is, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the main thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very treacherous industry. Everybody's going after their own bread, you know what I'm saying? Their
Yeah.
own piece of meat, and they're not trying to share with the rest of the people, bro. And
Yeah.
they don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot of two-phase activities in the music industry. And a lot of these people is people that you guys know, that you guys have heard, and within the LA movement, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's producers, DJs, and executives and influencers, whatever it is, bro. Like there's a lot of fake two-faced activities going on in here. And what I do is like I just try to stay away from it, stay focused on my craft, and then, be solid with my team. And that's all it is, bro. Like, like it's like we're living in a messed up world already, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean we have to be messed up, you know what I'm saying? We could still be different. We could still run our own program, and I feel like that's what I'm doing with the music industry, you know what I'm saying? I work with the solid people that I work with,
Mm-hmm.
and I just see, you know what I'm saying? I see what's going on all around with my peers, you know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing, bro. Like, once I stopped DJing, like when I was DJing, it's like a lot of these rappers, a lot of these artists in
Best
LA.
friends and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in LA, and what's
Mm-hmm.
up, dog? Like, woo woo, like, come to my video shoot, do
Mm-hmm.
this, do that. You know what I'm saying? But the moment I became a artist, and the moment I started doing the same thing that they do, it was more like, oh, like, hold
Yeah,
up, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Now you're
yeah,
competing
now
and
you're
shit.
competing against me, and it's
Yeah,
like, bro,
yeah,
don't look at it that way, bro. Because I ain't here to take your bread, bro. Your
yeah,
bread is your bread.
yeah,
My bread is my bread. So
yeah,
you shouldn't look at it like that. If anything, we should team up
yeah,
and do some greater things. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody thinks the same way, bro. So
yeah,
that's mainly the what I what I don't like about the industry as much, you know. So that ego, that animosity, that fake shit, bro, that people just have in them, bro. And it's crazy, but it's cool, bro. It's part of the
Yeah.
game. You know what I'm saying? It's just about learning how to navigate through it, and that's
Yeah,
it.
navigate through
Yeah.
without like letting it skate you
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit, bro.
yeah, yeah.
You
Like
know?
I'm chilling, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm chilling where like I don't stress about it because I just see like this from like a social media point of view. Because in
Yeah.
reality, that's all it is, bro. It's
Mm.
social media. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
social media got the best rappers. Social media got the most gangsters. You know, social media got the toughest guys and this, that, and the
No,
third. You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right,
So,
dude. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
people faking like staging things. You know what I'm saying? Just for
Yeah.
promo and all that. So I'm
Yeah,
just
you don't
like,
know what's real and
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
bro, you
yeah, yeah.
know?
So then now
The
I'm
good
just
the
like,
good thing is that when they're trying to stage something, they're not good actors.
they're
That's for
not good
damn sure,
actors,
you
man.
know?
Yeah, you
So it plays out bad, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So nah,
Uh,
yeah, that's what I'm on, bro. Like I see a lot of that going on, and I just stay focused. I stay
yeah.
um tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens on the sidelines, bro, it is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of these people self destruct too, bro. Because
Yeah.
when you do a lot of like phony shit, like it just like eventually, comes out to light.
Yeah.
And
And I think one of those things for sure is that if you're like that, like generally, it's hard to maintain because other people notice,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
right? And then like say if you're jacking, you're gonna jack this guy, that guy, this guy. Eventually, nobody wants to be around you
yeah,
because
yeah,
the word gets around. Like,
yeah.
oh, that fool be just
The music
fucking, you know?
industry is small, bro.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
big
for
as it
sure.
is, it's small.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
especially like regional. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like LA, we all know someone to know someone, bro.
yeah, for sure.
And once you have a little smut on your name, bro, like that gets around, bro.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Quick. And you know what I'm saying? We all find out everything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's better to just maintain solid, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And stay
wait
out the
your
way.
turn in a way. Sometimes you gotta just, like for example, what you did. I'm not saying you waited your turn, but you did what you had to do, right, for your path and
Right,
shit.
right,
And
right.
then for the right moment, and then boom, now it's time
Exactly.
to do this and shit,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
You get me? Some cats, I feel one of the things that I dislike is, especially around like young folks and shit. No,
Yeah.
is like they want to make a hit the first time,
Yeah. It's
right?
good.
And
I
if
mean,
it doesn't work, it's like it's everybody else's fault except for mine and shit. Like it's because you didn't do this or you didn't do
yeah.
this and shit. You know?
It just goes back to the same thing, social media. So
Hmm.
social media shows us a lot of viral moments. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like a lot of videos going viral, a song going viral,
yeah.
whatever. And that's what a lot of this younger ones are looking for. They're
Hmm.
like, "Oh man, I can't wait to go viral. I can't wait for my
Yeah,
song to
yeah,
go viral." And it's like the problem with that is that even if it does happen, that one song, that one, if you're a streamer, if you're an artist, whatever, like that one moment in your career is gonna go viral and it's gonna shoot so high that it's gonna be so difficult for you to match your next
yeah,
step.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's what happens. Like you can't match that next step to the one you just took. And that's when you start to fall off. And you start to
Hmm.
fall off. And a lot of times, like it feels messed up, even for yourself, because you're like, damn, man, why can't I get the same reaction I just got from that last song?
Yeah,
I just dropped six more songs and none of them have hit like that last
yeah,
one. And you
yeah,
start
yeah.
to question yourself, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I think like them viral moments is cool, but like you should really just like build from the ground up, brick by brick, and you'll have a more solid wall.
Yeah. No, that makes sense for sure. Like build the foundation,
Yeah.
right? First and then start building up, man, you know?
Hell yeah.
That's definitely 1800 boys send saludos and shit. Oh, that's the homie Silent Sun. You know him and shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Much
He's a
love.
music artist too. He's
Oh,
just locked up and
that's my
shit.
dog. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
dope, dope.
Yep.
I haven't heard his music. He's dope and
He's
shit.
dope. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
that's what's up, man.
Yep.
And that's another thing, right? Like staying free, dude. Like
Yeah, yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of homies that do music, they really with the business,
Yeah,
no? So
yeah.
like they get caught up in shit, and
Hell
that
yeah.
just slows things down. There's a lot of talented homies,
A
bro,
lot of
right?
them.
That just get like dealt the bad hand sometimes
Yeah,
and shit,
man.
you know.
Yeah.
So I always think like that's one of the things why we do what we do and shit is to help the young homies that have talent stay off the streets in a way,
Yeah.
bro. And
Yeah.
then that's why we put money behind a certain shit so that they can develop and
Hell
shit, bro.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, I
too
think
much
that's
talent out there to just let it go to waste,
yeah,
man.
for sure, man.
Hell yeah.
What do you like about the music industry? Like, what do you like about making music? Like, where do you get your inspiration from? And like what do you?
I just like it. I like the freedom we have of expression. You know what I'm saying? Like for me is I go through a lot of situations in life, and I think it's cool how I'm able to word it right to make it into a song. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So anything that I really go through in life, whether it's like, I've been backstabbed, I've been, you know what I'm saying, dealt with a lot of situations in life that's just like not it, you know what I'm saying? So I take that and that's part of my fuel, you know what I'm saying, and my inspiration to come back into the studio and make my own music. I like the freedom that I have, the independence and all that. So there's really a lot of ups, you know what I'm saying, with the music industry. And I would even say the music industry. The music industry, I could care less about that. It's
Yeah.
mainly about the
The
passion
movement.
of the music.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
saying? The
yeah.
passion of the music.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just think I've been around music my whole life, and that's just something that I love doing, whether it gives me money or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But since it does put a plate on my table, I love it even more. You know what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So and I
Because
mean,
that's something you would be doing regardless then
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that's what it's really about, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you can do something. There's this DJ A Man. He passed away a long time ago. He was big. DJ A Man once said, if he said something about exploring your talents, find something you love to do so much that you would do it for free, and then find somebody to pay for it. So I feel like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we make music, we make songs, um, and we still do them whether there was money involved or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would. Me personally, I have something that's just like it's a passion. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I'm not waiting like till somebody pays me for me to go in the studio and make a song. Like I'm gonna go make music every day. I make music every day, bro. I have a
yeah.
studio at home too.
You
So
oh, you invest in yourself
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
So
That's one thing too. And not to cut you off,
yeah, go
but
ahead.
I meet a lot of folks that are just waiting to be invested in.
Yeah,
And
nah,
it's
bro. You can't wait
like
for
what
that.
have you done for yourself?
Nah.
Like how do you expect people to put money behind you
Yeah.
if you're not willing to put your own money
Right,
behind you
right,
and
right,
shit,
right.
bro? You get me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so nah, yeah, that's what I love. I love the fact that um we can really get a plate of food on our table
yeah.
from something that we love to do. I
From
think
your
that's
struggles,
yeah,
expressing your struggles and your life
yeah,
stories in
yeah.
a way, right? You know?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that would be, the main thing that I love, you know what I'm saying? And the inspiration comes just from life, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing mom struggle, seeing pop struggle, seeing like the whole family and all that, like
Yeah.
that's where it comes from, you know what I'm saying? And we want to just better the situation for
Yeah.
everybody.
And you're Mexican and shit, like your parents come from
No,
Mexico
I'm
or
Salvadorian.
Salvadorian.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up. Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my mom's Guatemalan, my dad's Mexican
Oh,
and
for real?
shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
dope. Hell
So
yeah.
I get
A little,
mixed in there
little
and shit.
Central America in there
Central
too. Yeah.
America and shit. Dude, that's
Hell
my
yeah.
thug side right there and shit.
Hell yeah.
No, that's a trip, man. Hey, so yeah, how do you feel right now about what's going on and shit, bro, with this whole immigration shit, dude? Like,
Ice and all that.
yeah,
Man, it's messed up, bro. Like the crazy world we live in, bro. We just gotta take care of ourselves and really if you if you don't got papers, man, stay out the streets because like this shit
literally
get
in a way,
crazy out
right?
there.
You know,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit is like crazy because
yeah.
they're like in every state now when you think about it,
Yeah.
and they just pop in out of anywhere and shit now, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
What do you
not
think about that thing right now that they shot that lady and shit, bro? You know, have
uh
you seen the videos or
yeah,
no?
yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
and
the
not to
video.
put you in the spot. I don't know if you don't want to talk about it. That's cool
Yeah,
too.
nah, I
I'm
just
just curious in the opinions, and the reason I asked before is I have a homie, bro, that he's probably watching too, and shit. He's gonna hate this, but that fool is die hard with them and shit, bro.
Oh, for real?
Like he thinks that lady was breaking the law, and he knows it's unfortunate what happened,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
he thinks that the ICE agent did what he thought was right for his life and shit, dude. You
Nah, at
know?
the end of the day, bro, look, like I think a lot of these things keep happening over and over,
Yeah.
in history it's been happening like
I mean,
not
they've been
just
killing Hispanics
yeah,
and
like not
blacks,
not
right? You
just
know?
right now, bro.
Mm.
Just like yeah, like with
Oh,
the
I see what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, with the blacks too
Hmm.
and all that. Like we've been seeing so many situations where um the outcome of the situation is not fair. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And the best we could do, you know what I'm saying, the ones that have a voice, we can you know what I'm saying? We can protest, we can do
Yeah.
this, that, and the third, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, I feel like the ball is always on their side of the court. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna put the story out how they want to put it out. There's really not much we can do about it. But I mean, should we not do anything about it? Nah. Like we should still speak up on it. We should still like You know what I'm saying? Do what we can. Like I said, whoever has a voice. You know, I've seen a lot of artists, even like Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
like a lot of big names. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
even
Like,
at the Golden Globes last night,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like all
yeah.
them people were standing up
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah,
bro. You
they
know?
spoke on
Yeah,
it. So, you know, salute to everybody that's supporting the movement.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you know, it's Hispanics right now that are being targeted like
yeah,
crazy. So, and what sucks too, when it got crazy last year too, it was like a lot of like older people, you know what I'm saying, that can't
yeah,
defend themselves, like older ladies. Like I know
yeah,
this lady by my house, she's known for selling the tamales, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, by the Costco. And you know, she got thrown on the floor, she got hurt, she got sent to the hospital. And like people don't think about that, bro. And in my head, bro, the only thing I think about sometimes is like what's really going through this people's minds, like
yeah.
the ICE agents, especially when they are Hispanic as well. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Because we,
Asian, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because we see a lot of these agents, you know,
yeah.
and they're like,
They're brown too,
yeah, they're
huh?
brown, bro, and
Yeah,
it's like, don't get me wrong, you're doing your job and everything, like, you know, that's what's up, but it's like when it comes to like you shoving this old lady down to the ground, bro, and like knowing that she's gonna get hurt, bro, you know how old people are fragile, bro.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really that cold? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that's crazy, bro.
Honestly, and I'm not. I'm speaking from my personal experience, not personal experience, but from my own perspective.
Yeah,
Like, like if I was an ICE agent, bro, and they handed me a shitload of warrants
yeah,
for like, hey, this homie's been here illegally
yeah, yeah.
with 10 DUIs, and
Right.
by all means, bro, we got a warrant, right? This dude has a
Yeah,
rap
yeah,
sheet,
yeah, yeah,
and let's get it,
yeah.
right?
And
Unfortunately,
yeah, yeah,
bro,
yeah,
you
yeah.
get
No,
me,
I agree
because there
with you.
has
I
to
agree
be
with you.
some system, right?
I
You
agree
know,
with you.
because then what about the ninth DUI and then he kills somebody, right?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah.
That's how I
Nah, I
think.
feel you. I feel you.
But when if they're telling me like if you're my boss and you'll be like, hey, we're gonna roll up to the Home Depot and catch all the paisas coming
Yeah.
out and shit, like
Nah.
I would be like, what is
I,
that gonna? Obviously, you're not gonna be like no first
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know what they talking about. Nobody's ever experienced this, no. So you're gonna roll up to the Home Depot and then you're gonna see the first fool get tackled. You're gonna right then and there be like, oh, this shit ain't
Yeah,
right.
that's not
This shit
right,
ain't
bro.
right.
That's
You
not
get me? This
humane, bro.
fool coming to work.
Bro, it really looked
You
like
know, we don't even know his name and shit. You get
it
me?
really looked like the dog pound catching random dogs, bro.
Yeah,
That's what
dude.
that
Yeah,
looked like, bro.
yeah,
Like we was getting treated like animals, bro. And
yeah,
and yeah, it's messed up, bro. But I think like, you know, in an advanced country like, you know, we say we are in America,
yeah,
like, bro, I know it's not that hard to really pull up everybody's warrants,
yeah,
everybody's rap sheet, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's like, all right, cool. Like, bro really was a rapist. Bro really almost killed
yeah,
someone in the car accident because you know he had a DUI,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Like, all right, cool. Like if it comes down to it,
yeah,
run it, bro. Like,
yeah,
get this list and go get whoever you need to get.
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But don't go randomly just catching like, oh,
Russia profiling
yeah,
and
bro,
shit, bro.
profiling and catching
Yeah,
the old people and like,
yeah,
oh, he looks Hispanic. He look like he don't even speak English. Let's get him. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
messed
That
up,
that
bro.
is messed
Yeah,
up
that's
and
messed
shit,
up,
dude.
but
And it's illegal for sure, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, that sucks, man. Hopefully this starts to change and man, you know, and starts to look a little bit different, a little bit more positive and shit, bro. Because yeah, definitely it's not looking too good. But you know, another thing I want to touch on was a lot of people don't know, bro, but like what they're really doing here, you know, like they built detention centers, bro. So the
Mm.
immigrants that they've been taking, they're not all deported and shit.
Oh,
There,
for
a lot
real?
of them are here in detention centers.
Oh,
So when you
damn.
look at stocks of people that build those detention centers, they're skyrocketing, bro, because the
Oh shit.
taxpayers ourselves, like
Telling you,
whatever
bro.
you pay into taxes or me,
Yeah.
that big budget that he put through,
Mm.
that's all going to those detention centers, the majority in the millions and not billions of dollars and shit, bro. You know, I think it was like the big beautiful bill was like $3 trillion or some shit like that,
That's
some crazy amount
wild.
like that. For most of it went to law enforcement, the military and shit like that,
Yeah,
dude. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
which is what's paying for this ICE shit. Um, but yeah, the detention centers is where they're holding the majority of people, bro. You know,
Mm.
still here in the U.S. You know. Uh,
Detention center. Damn,
yeah,
that
and when
sounds
you look at the
crazy.
companies, the stocks, bro, those are the stocks that are booming right now. So that's how you know that this is for friends to make money and shit, bro. The
That's
people that
wild.
voted him in or got him in
Yeah,
and
yeah.
know that this is how okay, this is how I pay you back. I think, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the money's there, right?
Yeah.
Like these are the people making money right now, bro. Or the detention center, the people that build jails and all that shit, bro. You know,
Yeah, that's
because they're
crazy.
getting a daily per diem per person
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
hold,
yeah.
dude. You know,
That's
and it's
crazy.
in the 680,000, I think, right now, bro, of
Damn.
detainees and shit, or some crazy number like that, bro. You
See,
know?
that's messed up, bro.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool. You want me out of the country?
yeah,
Send me out of the country, then. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
That's the best. That
yeah,
would be best
best case
case
scenario.
scenario right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
And I bet you, look, nobody's been able to go into these detention centers, bro. Although they say when they built them, they were gonna be open to not even the Congress people can go in. They have videos of them
No
trying to get
way.
inside and see how they have the people, but it so says, bro, they're not eating right, and I mean they're not even in the prison cell type shit, you know. So you can only
Damn.
imagine how they're sleeping, how they're treating them, and all that shit, bro. So that's the real fucked up part, and that's what we got to wake up to and see that
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it always comes down to money, bro. It's not
Yeah.
a policy of getting. They can never get rid of immigrants, bro. Like
Mm.
there's homies that they deport, they come back the
Come
next
right
day,
back,
bro. Like
bro.
you get me? Like that's just the way
Mm.
it's always been, you know. Not that it's good or bad. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
at the end of the day, if you come to work and you come and do your thing, there's certain jobs like I don't want to be a gardener, bro.
Yeah.
Not that there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but like I don't want to be out there in the sun pushing that shit,
Yeah.
right? All day, right? I don't want to be painting houses. I don't want to
Right.
be flipping burgers myself, bro.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
better than that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
No,
I
I
mean,
get you.
I did that when I was a young kid. I was flip burgers and all that shit, right? But I don't want to do those jobs, bro. You get
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
for low wages and shit. So there's unfortunately, there's people that could use those jobs, bro. You
Right,
get
right,
me?
right.
Right. I don't know. My bad. I'll get off my soapbox and shit, but
Nah.
it's just crazy
It
how
makes sense though. It makes
yeah, yeah.
sense. It makes sense, bro.
Just follow the money, like they always say, bro. And you're gonna be like, yeah, this was all for profit,
Yeah.
and they're gonna juice it for as long as Congress lets it happen, bro.
Yeah.
Basically and shit.
Facts.
And you know what the fucked up part is? There's Congress people that bought those stocks, bro, that are getting paid off this shit too. And you know when you know it's gonna be over? When they start selling that shit, dude. That's when you know that is the end. Like, oh, okay, they'll start selling these stocks, they'll start going down.
In three
And then
years.
that's how you'll start seeing that it's a different motion and
For
shit.
like 3 years, bro.
Yeah. I mean, and the fucked up part is all these people that are in charge of doing this thing are gonna be in congressional hearings
Yeah.
in the next 3-4 years, bro. Like answering to the next president. Like,
Facts.
how did you think that this was right? And they're gonna have all these videos as evidence and shit. It's what they did to the Nazis and
Yeah.
shit, basically, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying when you said the what do you call it? The camps, the detention
yeah,
camps.
yeah.
I was like, that
Concentration
sounds
camps,
very
bro.
familiar.
Yeah, it does, bro. Racial profiling,
Yeah.
right? And then using the law to ban. I mean, this has
Mm-hmm.
happened, dude. And in Africa too. I mean, in Africa it was worse because they were killing the opposite religion and shit,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Remember they had
Yeah.
the Congo or whatever genocide and shit, dude.
Yeah,
You know?
that was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. But get back to your shit, you know? Nah, now we're coming into the hour, bro. So I really appreciate you making time for us and everything, G, you know?
Hell yeah.
We do got our show on March 14th, so make sure y'all stay tuned, man. This one's gonna be in downtown LA. It's gonna be a dope show. We haven't announced the headliners yet because we like to see who rocks with us first.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
get me?
yeah.
Like who rocking with us and who
Yeah.
rocking with like, cause we got dope headliners and
Yeah,
shit, you
hell
know?
yeah. That's how it's gotta
And
be.
you know, the dope part is we have a couple openers that already tapped in because they just fuck with us, dude. You know, heavy
Hell
with us
yeah.
and shit. So
Yeah,
that's
dope,
dope,
bro.
man. And you
Hell
heard
yeah.
DJ Lico said it here, man. He's gonna be up there.
We pulling up. We
Silent
pulling
put
up.
fuck ice and shit. I saw him yelling at the ice agent
Oh,
the
for
other
real?
time, bro. He was
Hell
on the
yeah.
phone with me and he goes, "Hold on, it's the ice," and you just hear him like, "Fuck you, bitch," you know. And I just like, damn, hold
Hell
on, homie,
yeah.
don't get taco right now and shit, dude. You know.
He's like, oh shit, hold my phone,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, you know.
Nah, hell yeah, you gotta do
Nah,
it, man.
but so I know he's not just saying it on the chat, bro. I
Nah,
see,
yeah. Hell
definitely,
yeah.
bro. You know, but yeah, now everybody stay safe and all that, man. You know, and you got any up and coming projects or anything new?
Yeah,
and shit?
bro. So
You just performed last night and shit,
yeah, I
no?
just did last
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That's why I lost my voice too.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, we did that show with Peasy from Detroit. But yeah, man, it's a lot of music coming up. Like I was talking to you off cameras, you know, I'm trying to take over, bro, 2026. But I feel like I'm gonna do some business with the homies in Mexico, like out in Mexico, and
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to distribution of music, I'm gonna keep dropping music here in the U.S. as well. I have a song coming up this month, at the end of this month, with PacMan the Gunman from All Money In. He's a Nipsey Hussle's artist, so it's me featuring him. And one of the dope projects that I'm working on right now is like I'm still kind of getting my hands, you know, on other people's projects too.
Yeah, yeah, dope.
Yeah, yeah. So like
You're gonna be featured and shit.
nah, more
No?
like behind the scenes.
Oh,
You know
all
what I'm
right, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So like with the production side, the engineering and all that. One of my homies, he's my brother. His name is Young Drew. He's from the San Fernando Valley.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So he's about to drop a mixtape. So he had some pretty dope traction in the San Fernando Valley and really all over LA. Like he's been making music for a few years already, and so he took a little break, to handle his family situation. And now, you know what I'm saying, he back stronger than ever. So we putting this mixtape together where we're gonna put all the songs from the past because he's never put out like a big mixtape like that. So what we're doing is a lot of these songs went up all the way to the millions when it comes to streams.
Oh, wow, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
dope.
then what we're gonna do is put a lot of these songs together into one single project.
Mm.
It's gonna be called Product of My Section. And then we're gonna put all these songs together and put that mixtape out just to kind of remind people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is me and I'm back and this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that mixtape drops, then we're gonna drop another EP with brand new music. And then from there we're gonna take it from there. And then I also have my homegirl Cassandra Benz. She's about to start dropping music too. You know, the whole last year she's kind of been like getting ready to just being in the studio recording music and just working on a lot of different things. And so this is the year like 2026. I feel like where everybody's getting active with
Yeah, dope.
yeah, and, with the music. You know what I'm saying? My homie Little Plan in Portland. This is all like my inner circle. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So these are all like we work together and all that. So he out there recording music in Portland too. He's about to move back to LA. He's originally from LA, but he's been in Portland for a few years. So there's a lot of people that is really like working that I'm working behind the scene for.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I also got my music. So it's a lot happening this year, man. So the main goal is to really like spread this music out, get on a lot of shows and really connect with the people because I feel like that's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
social media and everything is cool, but when we can really go out there and like shake some hands for real and then perform for real tangible people, bro, like I feel
Yeah.
like that's the most important thing.
You gotta be out at the events, man, to make things happen and
Yeah,
shit,
you
right?
gotta
You
show
know?
face. You gotta
Yeah.
be everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
even if you just coming out to show some love, bro, you never
Yeah.
know whose hand you're gonna shake, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely, man.
hell
You
yeah,
know? I appreciate you making time. Wish you the best of luck in your career too, bro. You
hell
know,
yeah.
you got some motion.
Much love, appreciate
And
it.
definitely your style of music is a little bit different from what I hear about everybody else and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So
Hell yeah, bro.
definitely has some right there, dude, you know?
Yeah, we're implementing everything. You know what I'm saying? From storytelling, from like real life situations. English, Spanish. Oh, and in the summertime, I got a tropical EP coming out. So it's gonna have some Afrobeat, got some reggaeton songs in there too. So that's one thing about me, bro. Like I'm not afraid of making any type of music, bro.
That's what's
You know what
up.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Because
People
you know,
need that in the summer too for
yeah,
dancing and shit,
yeah.
you
Like
know?
it's just
Yeah.
a lot of people box themselves in, bro. They're like, nah, bro. Like I gotta keep this like
I'm a
thug,
West Coast rapper and shit,
this
right?
thug
Yeah, yeah.
image. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I gotta nah, bro. Like music is music, bro. If you could do it, like if you can't do it, and you can't, like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because really, like other type of music, it requires a certain type of creativity, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if I'm gonna do some Afrobeat, like I can just come here like rapping some gangster shit, bro. Like I gotta, get melodic, I gotta say some player shit for the
Yeah, yeah,
ladies, you know what I'm
definitely. It has
saying?
to vibe
Yeah,
and
it has to
shit, right?
vibe, yo. And then
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
something that, thank God and I feel comfortable with too, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I remember one of the homies in Colombia, he's big, bro. His name is Nampo Básico. He's got like one of the biggest hits from last year. It's called Hasta Aquí Llegué, featuring BL. So he, bro, like right now he's racking up like 12 million monthly views on streams on Spotify alone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my bros too, bro. And then like I tapped in with him and then I was like, hey, bro, like I always see you dropping some like dope rap music, some boom bap, some Afrobeat, some ballads. He sings reggaeton, this, that, and the third. And then I was like, and I approached him like with this question like 2 years ago when I was starting to make my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And then I was like, how do you feel about that? Because, I feel like a lot of people like get stuck in just like, oh, let me just do this West Coast music. Let me just do this gangster rap. Let me just do this, down the third.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I feel like I could do it all, but I don't want to just like do too much. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him and he was like, look, bro, if this was 6, 7 years ago, I'd have told you like pick one and stick to that. He's like, but nowadays, bro, everybody's trying to do the other man's genre. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like the corrido homies are doing reggaeton, the reggaeton artists are doing corrido songs or
Yeah.
rap songs, and like everybody's like crossing into different genres. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he's like, this is the time where it's very beneficial for you to be
To
able to
experiment and
have
shit.
different styles, different
Mm.
types of songs, different type of music, and all that. So if you could do it, like if you're able, like if you know you could get on an Afrobeat, on a reggaeton song, on a West Coast banger, on a storytelling boom bap. If you could do it, do it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, that's your advantage right now. So that's when I was like, all right, cool, then I could do it. You know, I already dropped the EP, the tropical EP 2 years ago. When that's what I started with
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I didn't even have streams like that. I didn't really have nothing going on for myself. But when it comes to to making my own music, and they have some reggaeton in there, have some Afrobeat, and one of the songs actually got picked up on radio in like Central America, and like
Oh, dope,
yeah,
dope.
they was talking about it on TV, on radio, and all that. So I'm like, all right, that's dope because that's the type of music that could really go international. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
so yeah, I say
For sure,
that.
Spanish
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I say that to remind everybody that I know I got my West Coast bangers dropping right now. I just dropped with King Lil G, with Lil Nate from Denver. I'm about to drop with PacMan the Gunman. I got a
Mm.
lot of music, in the vault right now. I just dropped with Drummer Boy 2, but I also got my commercial music
Yeah. Yeah.
dropping,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and
My
that's gonna
radio
yeah,
hit.
the
You know.
radios,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
gonna
For
drop
sure.
in the summer too. So
Mm.
be ready for all that, bro. I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot 2026, and shout out to all my team. You know what I'm saying? My homie Young Drew. You know what I'm saying, from the San Fernando Valley. Cassandra Benz with the three Z's.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah. Yeah.
Plane, Buck. We all going up, man.
That's what's up,
Family,
man. Yeah, that's
family,
what's up. That's
family.
what's up. And then last thing to close it out, bro. What's some advice you would give to some young kid that maybe they're gonna rap, maybe they're gonna songwrite, make beats, or DJ or something, bro? You
Mhm.
know, but you know how like right now a lot of people are like hesitant to do something, no? Like they need the motivation. Like, what would you tell them like to get started? Well, like go over there and shit.
Um, eh, the main thing, bro, the main thing, stay focused. Stay focused and disciplined. There's really nothing else that will help you succeed, bro. Cause you could be talented, bro. You could have all the connections, you can know people, but if you yourself are not disciplined and focused, you can lose all that quick. So that's the main thing. That's the only thing I could say actually. All right. Till next time, man. Much love. Appreciate it.